Morning, gang. How are we? Nice to see you. I'm just getting dressed. Sorry about that. Zip up my little mic belt. Are we good? Welcome. Happy Saturday morning. It's your chilly shout out for your Saturday morning Pilates session. And I'm Michelle, your Everyone Active Pilates Master Trainer here with you today. Good morning. Hi, James. James, you're out cycling. Hi, Sarah. Can I just say, how cold is it? Oh, it's so cold. So my son started a paper round this morning. So me being a very good mummy, said I'd take him to go and get everything to make sure he was okay. So 5:30 this morning we were up. Oh, it was -5. Chilly. I'm so cold, I can't even tell you. So I'm very grateful to be getting warm this morning. Nice to see you. Good morning, good morning. Excellent. I'm so pleased you're all here. Nice to see you. So we're live on Instagram and Facebook. And let me just do a couple of housekeeping things with you. It's a slightly different practice this morning for you. So do you remember last week I gave you homework? Do you remember? Okay, so your homework last week was to get yourself a yoga block. Morning, excellent, brilliant, Barbara. So, yoga blocks, we're going to use these today. Now, if you don't have one, check out the Everyone Active shop. I'll put the link in the comments below this. So you can click on it because we've got some really, really good ones. You can get great yoga blocks and you can get ones that aren't quite so good quality, but we've got some really, really good ones on our page. Morning, Sarah. So do have a look at that and check it out. Now, if you haven't got a yoga block and you didn't do your homework, first of all, bad you. Just joking. Do me 100 burpees. No. If you haven't got a yoga block, don't worry because you can improvise. Okay? So you can improvise with a cushion. Do you see how I did that then? Did it look good then when I just grabbed that? A cushion or a folded up towel or even like a small book. I'm trying to think, I've got a book in this area of my lounge and I haven't. A small book that you can use. And if you haven't got any of that and you just think, oh, Michelle, be quiet, just get on with it. You don't have to use it. You can just do everything without. But I thought we'll add a little bit of variation. Is that cool? Okay. So, remember, take things at your own pace. If you want to take a break, do so. It's a barefoot class and you do yoga mat. Again, we've also got some really nice yoga mats on our Everyone Active page, so have a look at that as well. And that's all I have to tell you. Take a break whenever you need to. Should we get going? Oh, hi, Bobby from Warwickshire. Hello, nice to see you. Morning. Okay, should we get going? So, I want you to come down to the mat with me, if that's okay. I can't even begin to tell you how cold I am. I'm going to get warm. So, we're going to begin with our yoga block. Now, if you don't have one and you don't want to use one, that's fine. But if you have one, I'll throw one through the screen at you. Boom, catch. I want you to sit with your legs out straight. So, we're going to flex our feet here and push your sit bones back. So, you're lifted up away from the floor. Your legs are hanging just from your hips, okay? So they're not out in a wide V for this. They're just hanging from your hip bones. Let's sit nice and tall and then bring your yoga block or whatever it is you're holding on to, whether it's a towel or a book. A book is quite good for this part. Just pop it between your hands for me. And I want you to sit nice and tall. Now relax your shoulders down away from your ears. I want you to take a nice big breath in, breathing in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And that's how we breathe during our practice. Now let's take a nice big breath, and as you inhale, you're going to lengthen and reach your arms forward. So either holding onto your block, or if you don't have a block, just reach your arms forwards, and then exhale and just pull back. Let's do that again. So inhale, slide forwards. Good. Exhale, let's pull back. Fantastic. Well done. Keep doing that for me. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull back. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Remember, we breathe nice and wide in Pilates. So, you know, in some practices, in like yoga and things, you tend to breathe in your belly. In Pilates, we breathe nice and wide and high. We're going to leave the legs as they are. You're going to put a little bit of pressure in your hands, in your block. Lift up again as if you've got a helium balloon on the top of your head, and you're just going to twist to your right. Good. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Amazing. Now, how nice does this feel, by the way? Should feel a really nice stretch in the back of your legs. And also, as you're twisting there, just in that lower spine. Good. Just twist, relax the shoulders. Come back to center. Let's do a couple more here. So just take that twist. You'll notice that we're keeping the legs still here. That's it, well done. Good. And release. Awesome. Release your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, let's keep a hold of our block and we're going to lie down on our backs. Just adjust my microphone belt here. So we're going to lie down flat, and if you wanted to, if you've got a couple of yoga blocks and you wanted to, you can put one underneath your head. We're going to work and get some mobility going in our spine, but also target our glutes as well here, as well as working our core. So for this, we're going to use our yoga block or whatever it is you've got, and you're going to pop it just in your thighs there. Okay, so I'm above my knees. If I show you from all angles, I'm above my knees and I'm squeezing the block between my thighs. So roll down for me. So what the block does, you roll down and I'll just talk to you quickly. What the block's going to do here is it's going to give us a little bit of extra, I like to call it a bit more spicy seasoning. So it's going to really help us engage our inner thighs on this particular exercise. Sometimes we use the block for a little bit more stability and it helps us even ourselves out if we're feeling tight in an area. And sometimes it just enhances some of the movements that we're doing. So let's lie down. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears for me as you're lying on the floor. And naturally your feet are apart here in line with your hips. Now pull your belly button in towards your spine and let your arms just rest by your side. Okay, now press feet strongly into your mat. Inhale for me. You're going to lift your bottom off the floor and you're going to squeeze. So squeeze your glutes as you lift. That's it. And then exhale and very slowly just roll down. That's it. Let's do that again. So we're squeezing, we're applying that pressure on the inner thighs and you're rolling up. Let your shoulders release. Exhale, release. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring it back down. Yeah. Let's do that again. So push the feet right into the mat. And then you're lifting up here. So it's almost as if you've got a little wheel on your spine and you're wheeling your spine up and down. Now let's add some arms here as well. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the arms up. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to let the arms come overhead. Now inhale again for me. So reach the arms high. You're squeezing that block, remember? Exhale, release. And what I want you to try and think of is that you're keeping your hips level with each other. So you're not dropping one side. We're lifting all the way up and then exhaling, release back down. Go again for me. Inhale, lift up. Press those feet strongly, remember. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Good. You're going to keep with that for me. Do me just a couple more. So again, imagine here that I'm pulling you up right the way through your fingers and then releasing you back down. Good. Let's do one more. We're going to leave the block where it is, by the way, for a moment. And release back down. Just take a breather. Okay, pop your legs in for me. So you've still got that block exactly where it was. It's between your thighs. And now your legs are at a right angle. We're going to open our arms to the side and let our shoulders release down away from the ears. So we're now also going to start to engage our obliques here. So the obliques, remember, run at the side of your main abdominal cavity. So just let your arms rest by your side. Inhale for me. And slowly, slowly, just begin to drop the knees and the legs across towards the right side. Good. And then exhale, bring that back up to center. Yes, well done. Let's drop the other way. So do you feel the difference that this feels now? You've got to squeeze that block there between the legs. It feels different to usual, doesn't it? Good. Keep those heels away from your bottom. And I want you to think that as you're dropping your legs, you're not allowing your shoulder blade to lift off the floor. And I'll show you what I mean if you're not quite sure. I do say this whenever we do this exercise, but as you drop your legs off, if I drop mine too far, can you see my shoulder blade is starting to lift off the floor? I want you just to go as far as you can without letting that shoulder lift off the floor. Yeah, that's it. Well done. Lengthen. Good. Let's do one more in each direction. So you're taking it super slowly here. And slowly drop, drop, drop. Good work. And then just release. Okay. Pop your feet down towards the floor. And you're going to hold onto your block. You're going to pop it just in your forearms here so that you're kind of holding it. If I sit up and show you, you're holding it just on the top of your forearms. If you just dropped it on your head, by the way, which I have done a lot, and it hits you on your nose, it hurts, doesn't it? Sorry about that. We're just going to get a bit of mobility here going on in our upper body. So leave your feet where they are, feet flat, knees bent, knees are apart. You're going to lift your arms overhead for me so that the shoulders are stacked there. Now bend the arms, and I want you just to push and extend your arms overhead so you feel a little bit like a forklift, and then pull that back. Good, well done. Do that again. So you're going to reach fingertips overhead. So if you haven't got a block or you're not holding onto something here between your arms, you can do exactly the same thing without the block and just take a little extension overhead and then bend the arms and pull back. Okay, so you can still do all of these without anything. And again, as you're pushing over here, try not to overextend and lift your back off the floor. So you're in a really solid position. Good work, well done. Let's do it again. Perfect. Release overhead and bring it all back. Good job, release. Okay, release your shoulders for me. And let's get into some nice strong ab work here. So I'd like you for this one, please, to take the block and pop it between the lower part of your legs. And we're going to lengthen our legs away from us. Now again, if you don't have a block or you haven't got a cushion or anything to put there, that's absolutely fine. You can just work with extended legs for me. Pop your fingertips just behind your ears. And I want you to take just a little scoop up here. So you're going to leave your legs lifted. And we're going to take just an ab curl. So squeeze in, chin towards chest, eyes to thighs. Exhale, slowly release back down. If this feels a bit too intense for you, by the way, feel free just to pop those legs down with feet flat, knees bent. Well done. Let's do it again. So we're going to squeeze all the way up. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Exhale, release back down. Good. Can you do me a couple more of those here? And again, keep really centered through your hips. So you're not dropping one hip down and lifting the other hip. Keep the fingertips nice and light behind the ears. That's it. So you're just curling, 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 and release back down. Well done. Now, those legs are going to do some movement now for you. So we're going to bend the legs down. You're going to lengthen them, take them to about 45 degrees, and then exhale and lift the legs back up. Let's try that together. So leave the head on the floor to begin with. Let the legs drop at 45 degrees, and then exhale, begin to bring the legs back up. Yes. Now, as you do that, can you start to feel that in your lower abdominals in particular? Yes. Well done. Lift back up. If this feels a bit too much for you, you can bend the legs in half and tap both toes down towards the floor and lift back up. Okay, so if that feels too intense for you with long legs, feel free just to bring those legs down and bend them. Well done. So we're dropping, let that breath go. Exhale, power back up. Good. Let's add on to this. So you're going to drop the legs down. We're going to scoop the legs in. You're going to take an ab curl, lower down, and lift both legs. So let's start together. Legs are overhead. Lower down at 45 degrees. Exhale, squeeze the legs in. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, release. And then you lengthen those legs long again. Yeah, that's it. So slide down. Take a little scoop. Power in. Lower down. and lengthen your legs. Yes. Now this should feel quite strong, whether or not, keep going for me, so whether or not you're using a block, that should feel quite strong and powerful in your abs. Good, well done. So think about making it really flowing and smooth as you're moving. So we're lengthening the legs up, the lower down about 45 degrees. Draw it in for me. Take that ab curl, release down and lift the legs again. Good job, well done. How are we doing? All okay? Good, good. I like this little sequence. Let's drop down. Take a little scoop. Curl up. Release and lift the legs. Can we do a couple more? She says, asking hopefully that you'll just say yes anyway. Lift up, lower down and lengthen. Here's your last one. Drop, drop, drop. Good work. Power in, squeeze and lift, release and lengthen. Awesome. Well done. Now, let's release. Release the block for just a moment. Roll yourself up. Have a little release. Are we all good? Fantastic. Okay. Now, we're going to be rolling over on our tummies. Next, I had to think what we were doing then. Roll over on your tummies for me so that you're lying in a prone position. So that means we're lying on our tummies. We're going to do some work with the block and some work without for this. So this is going to really work on not only mobilising your back, but we're also going to work on strengthening. Hi, Jasbinder. So get yourself nice and long on the floor. Make sure you can see what's going on. And for this one, we're going to be having our legs kind of in a, almost like a V. So I've got my legs framing my yoga mat. Have your block just in front of you and relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You're going to lie long for me and you're going to hold on to your block so that it's quite near you. Your arms are bent. And again, if you haven't got a yoga block, don't worry. Or if you haven't got something you can work with here, I'll show you the options with and without. So don't worry. Let's just quickly talk about our contact points on the floor here. So as you're lying down, you've got your toenails down on the floor. I don't know why I feel the need to wiggle my feet, but I do. You've got your toenails down on the floor. Your ribs, navel, hips are all on the floor. You've got your ribs on the floor as well. So I want you to have your forehead down for me as we're working. You're going to inhale for me and lift off. So you're going to hold on to your block with your hands. And then exhale, you're going to lengthen the arms overhead. Inhale, you're going to pull back. Exhale, we'll lower back down. So let's try that again. I'm going to do it with and without the block for you. I'll do you one more with. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, lower down. Let me show you that without the blocks. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, reach the arms. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, lower down. So as you're lifting here, you're squeezing your glutes, lengthening the arms, pulling back at 90 degrees if you're without a block, and lowering back down. Good work. Let's lift again. Press, 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 press. Super long. Pull it back for me. And slowly lower down. That's it. Rise again. Inhale, lift off. Let's lengthen. Pull back and release. Okay, stay down for me just for a moment. Now, if you want to make that a little bit different, we're going to add a little bit of variation onto that. We're going to add some legs as well. If you've got lower back niggles and this doesn't feel good for you, what I'm about to add on, you can just stay with what we just did. Okay, so what I'm about to do is just one of my little options that you can decide whether or not you want to go for. Okay, here we go, team. So let's lie down again. So this time, you're going to inhale. We're going to lift off overhead. You're going to extend the arms. You're going to lift both legs. Take a little kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs stay still. And then we lower everything down. Let's try it together. Inhale, lift off. So leave the feet down to begin with. Exhale, lengthen the arms. Now you lift the legs. Little kicks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave the legs lifted. Bring it back and lower down. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, lengthen. Lift off those toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. pull back, slowly lower down. Exactly the same if you're not using a block. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, lengthen. We lift off those toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull back and slowly lower down. Try it again for me. So you should be feeling this quite strong work going on right throughout your core, because all of those muscles are all engaging. Also a little bit going on in the shoulders there on the top of that back, but you're also going to feel your glutes engaging. Excellent work. Guys, you are doing so well. Let's keep going. Remember, you take a break whenever you need to. If you want to have a breather, have a drink, feel free to do so. Should we keep it going? Good. So keep extending for me. Good, lift off. Lift those little toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it back and release. Let's do one more and then we'll move on. So pull up for me. Really go long. So I want you to think more about lengthening in these exercises rather than lifting. Excellent work. Release. Have a little break. Okay, coming up for me. So you're still, let me just unravel myself here. You're still lying on your tummy, but you're going to be resting on your elbows. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears and stay right there for me. So again, I've got my legs just hanging away from my hips and I'm pushing strongly off the floor. Good, well done. Now, if you've got your block, you're going to hang on to it with one hand. You're going to inhale, lift off, extend the arm, release and pull back. Same arm. Inhale, lengthen, pull back and lower down. Good. So again, we're squeezing the glutes here. Perfect. We're going to do 4 on each side. If you don't have a block, that's fine. You can do exactly the same, just reaching the arm, pulling and releasing. That's your last one. Change the block onto the other hand. Reset. So push off the floor for me. Good. Lift off. A little reach. Pull back. Softly release. Fabulous. You're doing so well. Good job. Well done. So think sliding rather than really jerky movements here. Reach nice and long. And let's do just one more here. Pull it in, lengthen, good. Release, come back down. That's it. Okay, let's release and roll over onto our backs. How are we doing? Good? We're going to come back to doing some work for your abs here. And we're going to go on to a move that we've done a lot before, a single leg stretch, but we're going to also add the block here if you want to. So settle down for me, lying on your back, feet flat, knees bent. So again, coming into that same position that we've gotten ourselves into so many times before. Okay. So just let the shoulders relax here, making sure that you're releasing and not hunching up through the top of the body. And you're just going to float your legs in for me. Good. Okay, so you're going to bring the block just up onto your chest. And we're going to begin with our single leg stretch. Again, I'll show you with and without the block so you can choose how it works for you. So let's begin with a single leg stretch. You're going to push the block onto your thigh and extend the opposite leg. Good. And then we're just switching. So you're keeping that ab curl. Looking forwards. Good. Do me 10 here. That's 5. Good. If you don't have the block, you're just holding behind the thigh. Well done. 2 more here. Good. And release. Slowly release back down. Release your shoulders. Let's do that sequence again. So peel off the floor for me. Take that ab curl, chin to chest. Block to your right thigh. Lengthen your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Good. Just dropping there. That's it. So keep going for me as you're working. That little chin tuck, pushing it overhead. Good, that's it. Well done. Nice. Once you've done 10, take a little breather. Okay, let's do a double leg stretch here. So we're going to bring the block to the thighs. You're going to shoot the legs away and we're going to extend the arms overhead. So we'll curl in. So a little chin tuck again. Eyes towards your thighs or your block. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, lengthen. Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, if it feels a little bit too intense, instead of pushing those legs out straight, try tapping them down, and you can still either take the arms or the block overhead. Good. So there's the option that you might like to switch to if you start to lose the will to live. Push away. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, go long. Well done. How are we doing? Keep going for me. How are we doing, guys? Good job. Again, this should feel really strong, and you should be feeling that really deeply, mainly in your lower abdominals there. Awesome work. Well done. Keep going for me. You've got 4 more here, and we're going to do 2 singles and then a double. Does that make sense? Good. Well done. Keep it going with that double leg stretch. And there's your last one. Good work. Have you warmed up yet, by the way? I hope you have. So let's put that move together. So we're going to go a single, and then we're going to do a double. So we're going to lengthen and then pull back in. Single, single, pull in, take a double. Good. Sounds like you're ordering a drink, doesn't it? I'll have a single, please. Nope, I'll have a double. It's been a bad week. Push away. Get. Pull in. Squeeze and lengthen. Guys, you're doing so well. Can you keep going for me? Good work. So remember, think about your breath. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Make it really, really positive. That's it, well done. Good job. Do me 2 more and then we're done with this block. Perfect, well done. Keep going. And that's your last one. Take a little breather. Okay, relax your shoulders. Have a little break. Are we all okay? Good. We're going to flip over onto our side and do some work in a side lying position. So choose whichever side you want to go for, that's fine. We're going to do some of these with a block and some without. Okay, so we'll do a little variation of these. But we're going to be lying on our side. I'm going to lie on my right side first of all, but you can obviously go whichever way you fancy, that's absolutely fine. And you're going to pop the block, if you have it, just between the lower part of your legs. And I'm going to rest. So I'm resting my head on my arm. And I want you to then decide whether you want to have your head in your hand or have your head resting on your arm entirely. Just make sure that you've got a nice long line. So what I tend to do here is use my yoga mat kind of like a ruler so that I know that I'm nice and straight. Your hips are stacked on top of each other. I'm just going to pull my clothes down so you don't get a flash of something that you really don't need to on a Saturday morning. Bring your hand on the floor. Okay, now you're going to make sure that your hips stay stacked here. I want you to inhale for me and just lift those legs off the floor. Exhale, release down. Good. Inhale, lift off for me. Exhale, release. So keep going. This movement is more about the lengthening and the squeezing there between the legs rather than the motion of actually lifting particularly high. So I want you to imagine that you're like a dart along the floor. You're one lovely long line and you're just squeezing and lengthening and that lift will come. Good. So you're not looking for a really high lift in this position. That's it. Good work. We're going to do 8 on this side, okay? Were you counting? I probably should have told you that before we started, shouldn't I? Would have been helpful, Michelle. Idiot. Can't get the staff, can you? Release. Well done. How are we doing? Good? Perfect. Now, pop the block and just pop it by your side for me just for a moment. Stay in that nice long line. Relax your shoulders. That's it. So make sure that you're stacked here and you're not hunched. Top hand rests on the floor. Let's lift that top leg. Good. Now, flex your foot. You're going to bring the leg forwards towards me so I can see the sole of your foot, and then point and press back so that the legs come back into being stacked. Inhale, sweep the leg to me. Exhale, pull that back. So we're starting now to really challenge those big muscle groups. Right down the outside of your thigh, back of your leg, inner thigh, and of course your bottom as well. Inhale, slide forward. We're doing 8 here, by the way. I told you in time, didn't I? Because you were counting. Good, well done. Oh, it's a challenge, isn't it, with me? I know. I know, but if I was to remember to tell you to count, it wouldn't be me, would it? I know. And to think we've been doing this together for nearly a year. Let's bring it forwards. Well done. Slide it back. That's it. So it's sweeping the leg. Don't worry about how far forward you're bringing that leg. Really depends on your mobility through your hips. Here's your last one. Slide that leg forwards and then squeeze it on back. Good work, release. Just let that leg float down towards the floor. Okay, leaving yourself exactly where you are with that top arm and that top leg. I'd like you this time to bring your knee in towards your elbow. So inhale, draw the leg forwards, and then exhale, push that leg back straight. Inhale, bring it forwards. Hello, glutes. How are you? Can you feel that in your glutes? I wasn't saying hello to someone that's called glutes, by the way, with a strange name called glutes. You're bringing your leg forwards. You can feel it in your bottom, yeah? Push away. Good. So we're sliding the leg forwards. Exhale, push back. Good. Bring it all the way forwards. Exhale, push away. Well done. This is really strong work. Everyone looks amazing. I can see it because you know I have got magic glasses on and I can see through the screen. Bring it in and then push back strongly. Well done. Let's do a couple more. Bring it in for me. Good work. Lengthen. That's it. Here's your last one. Pull it in for me and then extend. Just let that leg float down. Just have a little breather right there. Okay, so this top leg, I'm going to show you the next little sequence. We're going to lift that leg off. It's going to stay lifted. You're going to tap the toe forwards so that I'm touching the floor. And then I'm going to sweep the leg and tap behind me. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. Panto. Bring it forwards. So you're going to tap forwards. I'm making a kind of, oops, just kicked something over. We're going to make a little semicircle on the floor. Now, as I bring that leg back, what I'm doing is trying to keep my hips squared. So I'm not, if I show you, if I take my leg too far back, I start to roll back. Okay, and we're not doing that on this exercise. So I want you to make sure you're keeping everything stacked and you're pressing on that top hand and just gently sweeping that leg away. Good, well done. So you're tapping forwards and then squeezing back, but again, not too far back that you're coming out of alignment. Because as much as we'd like to be, we're not sunbathing, are we? Boo. Definitely not sunbathing today. Amazing, let's do one more. Here's your last one. Sweep that leg forwards and release. Bring it all the way back. Good job. Release it for me. Roll yourself up. How are we doing? Are you okay? Shall we? Would you like to do the other side? Yes, we'd love to. It would be amazing. What you can't see from the screen is that my yoga blocks match my fingernails and my toenails. I know. I'm impressed with myself. The fact that I've only just realised it has got nothing to do with it. It's the little things, isn't it? I know. Let's lengthen. I'm so pleased that I can do my own nails, I have to say. Lengthen along the floor. Let your head just release for me. Oh, I almost forgot to put the block there in my excitement, didn't I? Pop your block just between your legs. Right down low for me. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. You're on that nice long line. Let that hand rest. Okay, let's begin. Double leg lift. So you make sure the feet stay stacked. Inhale, peel off for me. Leave the head down. Exhale, release back down. Good. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, release. So with this one, if you don't have that block or you don't have the cushion or something between your legs, that's fine, that's no problem. You can do exactly the same thing without anything there and just lift and lower both legs. Well done. But as I say, do check out the shop. There's loads of really good deals on there at the moment. And I've also just seen they've also got body pump kits that have just come in. Very excited about that. So if you are Everyone Active on Demand, you've got Les Mills on demand, you can use it for that as well. Good. Let's do a couple more. Perfect. And the next one's going to be your last one. Release that down. Let me move these out of the way. And let's stay lying in that nice long line. So again, keeping everything stacked there. Lift that top leg for me. Flex your foot, press forwards, and then slide and bring it all back. Yes, so I want you to make sure you're keeping your head down. And if it feels a bit uncomfortable here lying with your head down, don't forget you can use your block, exciting, to cushion yourself here, if that feels better for you. Or you can use a cushion or a folded towel. So do use any prop that you want to, within reason, and pull back. Good, well done. That's it. Inhale, slide forwards. Exhale, pull it all the way back. Amazing. Let's do that again. Slide it forwards. And we pull it back. Yes. So we're lengthening here and then pushing away. Good. Can you do me 2 more? And we'll move on from this one. That's it. Well done. So keep sliding, making sure that you're not rolling back. You shouldn't be looking up at your ceiling. You should be looking directly forwards. Yes, yes? Good. You're very quiet today. Usually you're commenting saying, ouch, or you like it, but you're concentrating, which is a good thing. Okay, let's stay lengthening here. Let that top leg lift off. You're going to bring the knee towards the elbow, and we're going to push that leg straight away. That's it. So draw the leg in, and then push super long. Yes. Squeeze it strongly. Press away for me. Can you bring it just a little bit more? You look incredible. Well done. Let's squeeze again. Keep that head glued. Can you feel that all engaging in your glutes, outside of your leg, back of your leg? You're welcome. No charge for that one. Do me 2 more, please. That's it. And here's your last one. Take a little breather. Let's do that little toe sweep and then we're done with this. Lift that top leg. Sweep it forwards. Exhale, bring it back. Where does it go? Behind you. Oh, no, it isn't. It's the wrong time of year for me to be saying that, isn't it? Bring it back. That's it, well done. So bring the leg forward. So keep going for me. Imagine that you've got a big pen in between your big toe and your second toe, and you're making like a little semicircle on the floor. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That's it. Awesome. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Let's do a couple more here. Here's your last one. And release. Take a break. Good. Just have a little break there. Well done. Okay, let's release and we're going to roll over onto our backs. Are you still with me? You're good still? Good. Okay. I'm just taking your silence that you are. You're just too excited. Let's hold on to our block for some of these. So relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And you're going to lift the block up onto your chest. Okay, now this is a little bit of a different one for you today. You're going to lengthen your legs. They're going to go... Okay, I get it now. Now you're just being crazy. You're going to let your legs go nice and wide in a V shape. You're going to take an ab curl. You're going to reach forward. So you're going to reach the block between your legs and then pull back and bring the legs in. So it's going to be a little bit of a ta-da moment. And then we're going to release. So we're going to tuck the chin, look forwards, either holding onto your block or if not, just reaching your arms. That's it. So lengthen. I would show you from another angle, but again, it's Saturday morning and you don't need to see that sort of angle going on, do you? In fact, on any morning, you don't need to see a 51-year-old woman throwing a block in that position, do you? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You don't need to see it. Stay there for me. Good. Do me 2 more. I love doing this, by the way. Here's your last one. Okay. Release. Pop your block just behind your legs. Roll up for me. Have a little grip of it there. If you don't have a block here, by the way, don't forget you can just hold onto the back of your legs. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Let's roll like a ball. So stay lifted for me. Hold onto the front of your legs. You're going to roll back, lift up, tap the toes. How fun is that? Roll back. Whee! And then lift up. Good, well done. Roll again. Roll back, lift up. So as you're lifting your chest, drop your shoulders, look forwards. Roll back, lift up. Good. Let's go again. Roll and lift up. Perfect. Go a couple more times for me, only because it's such good fun. Good, well done. Excellent. How fun is that? Here's your last one. Yes, amazing. Well done. Release it. Have a little breather. Take a rest right there. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Let's come into our last little sequence, which is going to be a half roll back. And again, I'm going to give you the option to use the block here. So your feet are flat, your knees are bent. So your legs are not together, all lining up. Knees in line with your second and third toes, and also lining up with your hip bones. Hold on to your block for me. Now sit nice and tall. If you're finding it a little bit tight around your hips, you can sit on your block. And what that does is it just takes a little bit of a lifter. It lets you give a little bit more opening through your hips. So if you're feeling you are a bit tight in your hips, try this sitting on a block. Sometimes it does help a little bit. Okay, let's sit nice and strongly here. Bring the block up onto your chest. Relax your shoulders. Inhale for me. We're just going to come back to a half roll back. So I'm dropping about halfway, and then exhale, pull back up. Easy peasy. We've done a half roll back a lot before, so you should kind of remember what we're doing here. But just in case you can't, I want you to think here that I have punched you with love in your stomach, and then you're pushing back up. Good. Let's extend the arms. So you're going to lengthen, push the arms with the block away, exhale, pull back up. So let me show you how that looks from the front. You're going to inhale, press back, extend the arms, and then bring everything back up with nice wide arms, either with or without the block, whatever works for you. That's it. And let's add a little twist here as well. So pull back for me. That's it. So you're going to lengthen. It's tough, isn't it? Bring it back up and then take a twist. Good. Well done. Reach back again. So lengthen, pull in, and then twist the other way. That's it. So squeeze back, tummy in. Exhale, press up. Inhale, turn right. Exhale, turn center. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, turn left. Exhale, turn center. That's it. Good. So you don't necessarily have to go at my pace, but I'm just giving you that as a little bit of a rhythm of your breath, so you know where your breath's going. That's it. Amazing. Well done. How are we? Good. Excellent. I'm pleased you're doing well. That's good. I'm pleased. Now, shall we add on another little extra bit? So again, this is just an option. I'm just conscious of the time. I've just seen the time. Let's do just one more quick little option here. I can't believe the time's gone so quickly today, hasn't it? So let's press back. Pull it up, lift the leg and twist. Oh, cheeky. Press again. Yeah? Did you get that? Shall I show you again? So press back for me. As you pull up, twist, lift the knee. That's it. Push away. Twist the other knee. Release. Good. Again, if you don't want to use the block and you don't want to use that leg lift, you don't have to. You can just do the half roll back with or without the twist. Absolutely fine. You do what works for you. I can't believe we ran out of time. I've got like 3 pieces of paper here with all the things I was going to deal with you. We'll do them next time. Release. Have a breather, because I'm sure you've got other things you need to do today. Let's sit nice and tall. We're going to just release. So push your legs away from you. Again, pop your block under your bottom if you're feeling a little bit tight through your hips. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, sweep forwards. Inhale, pull up. Lift all the way overhead. Exhale, let it release. Lovely. Can you feel that through the back of your legs, team? Lift up high. Slide forwards. Let's do one more. Lift all the way up. Release. Good work. Roll and lift all the way through. Okay, have a seat, face me. Bring your right leg on the floor, left leg lifts up and crosses over. Let's release the lower part of that spine. Now push your sit bones down into the mat. If it doesn't feel good in the whole leg scenario here, keep the left leg where it is, but your right leg, which is on the bottom, if it feels better, just extend it. I find in lots of my classes when I'm teaching this particular twist that a lot of people find this position more comfortable. So if that's you, that's absolutely fine. Also, if it doesn't feel good crossing that left leg over, you can also just sit nice and tall here. Okay, so I'll give you the options as we go through. Wherever you are, bring your right hand down on the floor, lift off the floor for me, and you're just going to take a twist, so you're looking over your shoulder. So it looks exactly the same, regardless of where your legs are. Okay, you're still taking that twist, and regardless of what you've done with your legs, it should feel like actual liquid gold for your lower spine. You just send me a thank you note. That's all I need. You're welcome. Release, come through centre, let's change sides. Other leg down, lift up, cross over, and then glue those sit bones again. So let's sit super tall. That balloon's still on the top of your head, remember? Give yourself a hug, so lift all the way off and just revolve. Feels delightful, doesn't it? That's it, stay there for me. Release, come back through centre. Unravel yourself. Sit centre for me, just sit in a nice comfortable position. Hold on to your block, bring it up onto the top of your head. Lift all the way up. Reach the arms high. And then exhale, bring them back down. Press to your chest, reach forwards, pull it on back. Well done, lift all the way up. Pull it on down, press to me, and pull back. Amazing. Pop the block down, release your shoulders. Bring your chin to your chest. Feel that nice release right down the back of your neck. And just know that if you're hunched up over a laptop all week, it's quite nice just to consciously sit and let your shoulders hang so that your shoulder blades are in your back. Just feel the length down your neck because you've dropped your chin to your chest. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift your head to centre. Just roll the shoulders back. Superb work today, guys. I hope you enjoyed playing around with the blocks. We won't use blocks next week, but we'll use them maybe the following week. Okay, so we'll bring in some other little bits of equipment that you can use. We'll bring in some bands and stuff as we go through. So that's all from me today. Hope you enjoyed the practice this morning. Any questions, pop them in the comments below. I will pop the link down to the shop as well there in the comments for you, just in case you can't find it. If you scroll up the social media pages, you can click straight on the shop there, but they have got some good deals on all sorts of really nice kit at the moment, so have a look at that. Until next time, I'm back here Monday evening, cardio, beginners cardio and conditioning, so hope to see you then. If not, I'll see you Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening or Wednesday. You guys rock. I'm so pleased you enjoyed that. Well done. Have a good weekend. Bye. Oh, I nearly fell over then, didn't I? See? It's not good, is it, really?